Anyone has boredom with their job sometimes, but you can be sitting on watch and then the sonarmen pick up a contact in what was a boring mid-watch, now you're chasing somebody.
All right, attention and control. We have what's been classified as a hostile submarine, Sierra 34, now bears 098. The contact is drawn to the right. My intention is to move around behind them and get in position to attack them with a Mark 48 torpedo. Carry on.
Man battle stations. Man battle stations.
We operate in realistic scenarios. You don't think about it a lot, but in the back of your mind, you know that your profession, if called upon, is to go out there and destroy the enemy, and we're ready to do that. Helm, steady course 170.
Steady course 170.
39 years old, Commander Edward Jablonski controls a billion-dollar weapon system. It's a responsibility he relishes.
It's a very challenging time, and it gets your heart pumping because you know that you're in a position where if you make a mistake, you have the potential to give away your position. Weapons officer, tube 3 will be the first tube, tube 4 will be the backup tube.
Tube 3, first tube, tube 4, backup tube, aye, sir.
Our mission is to go in there and destroy specific targets, whether it's with our torpedoes or with our cruise missiles, and whether we carry nuclear weapons or not is not something that can be discussed at the unclassified level. So we'll leave the question at that.
Yeah, tube 3 is flooded pressure mission open down and door on tube 3.
It's a violent profession if you look at it, at the fundamental level, but you're not going to deter aggression or beat your enemy without some destruction.
Stand by. Shoot.
Bitter course 180. Very well, weapons.
That's full fun. 600 here. Shot looks good on plot.
Very well, plot. Officer deck. Secure from battle.
Secure from battle stations, aye. Keep a watch on the 1FC secure battle stations.
Secure battle stations.
All stations con slowing. Proceeding to 150 feet. Preparation to come to periscope depth.
Copy, right.
Well, this is clearly the best submarine in the world. I mean, there is no comparison as far as I'm concerned. There's no other platform that I would want to be on if the shooting started. We could take on and defeat anything that's out there. Officer of the deck, proceed to periscope depth.
For months on end, the captain alone will decide on the submarine's operations, reporting his results only on return to base. Constant drilling, like this anti-submarine exercise, keeps the edge on his men during the long periods of confinement.
Tough, ruthless training isn't just to gain professionalism. It's because there's another kind of pressure. It's not just the sea that exerts pressure. It's the circumstances, the psychological pressure. We'll say, okay, how do they release that pressure? Well, I can tell you the best way by far. It's sex. Wives and girlfriends are really crucial to submariners.
Now for a more intimate and personal welcome from wives and children, families and friends. A scene in which America joins while echoing the Navy's traditional words of praise, well done, very well done.
Some of the wives get awful lonely, and they want to let their husbands know that they're lonely. So they'll sit there and you'll get some spicy family grams, and not too to the point of being vulgar, but slightly risque. Something like, I can't wait to wrap my loving arms and legs around you, or something to that effect. Or, can't wait for you to bring home we can have a special dinner ready for you. Can't wait for you to bring home the meat, things to that effect. And those kind of grams will chop out the names so that no one gets embarrassed, to protect the innocent or guilty or whatever. And those become the family grams of the week. We post those down on the mess deck so everybody can get a laugh out of them. If it weren't for the grams, sometimes we'd go insane. Because everybody has to know that, you know, even though this is an adventure, right, we still got a home too. And it's, you know, we really miss our families a lot.
Typically, this is the hardest part of a submarine family's life. The Georgia is preparing to depart on patrol today. When they say goodbye in a couple of hours' time, her crew and their families will not see each other for 3 months.